Thank you so much. I'll turn it to you. There you go.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you? You're here in Chicago at Amnesty International Right for Rights events. How are you doing in the Netherlands?
We are doing fine, Chicago. Thank you.
Hey, let's get some noise in Chicago. Let's hear some noise. Well, this is the U.S. section. I'm Ernest Culberson with the regional office here in Chicago. We got a good group here. We're going to have some good times. I understand you're doing a 24-hour Right for Rights event.
Yeah, we are. This is Amsterdam. Paul Helsloot. That's my name, and we are here still about I think 75 people writing. We have been writing from 10 a.m. this morning. About 1,000 people have been writing letters since then, I believe, and it's now in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. and we are still going strong till 10 in the morning.
All right. Congratulations. Yeah, let's give it up. Yeah. We got a few people that want to talk to you. That's going to introduce themselves and talk about what we're doing here in Chicago, and then we'll turn it back over to you as well.
Hello guys, this is Tessa Ade. I'm serving as a staff member and volunteer with Donda's House.
Hello, I'm Kashima Kirsten, and I'm also a staff member at Donda's House.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm a student from Donda's House.
Cool.
Yeah. Nice meeting you. So can you explain what are you doing there exactly? Writing letters like us?
Yes, we're writing letters. We're focusing on the 2 cases here out of Chicago. We have a good about 100 people in the room. We have some food. We're going to be here. We got music. So we're not only doing the Right for Rights, but we're also entertaining and having fun as well. Hold on, and I got a question as well from one of the Donda House staff as well.
How you doing? I'm Shay Rhinefest from Donda's House. I got a question for you guys. You guys are writing about gun violence around the world and human rights. What exactly are you all going through, in your country, in the Netherlands? What are you all going through in the Netherlands that makes so many people come out and have a letter writing campaign about human rights and violence? How does it affect you?
Okay, that's a very good question, and you want me to answer it for all those people writing letters here? I don't know. I think I should ask somebody to come and say what motivates Dutch people to write letters for cases all over the world. Is there any volunteer who wants to come over here, because I can't come to you?
De beam laat zien, want dit is hun beam.
Oh, ja. Laat ik het gesprek eerst even afmaken. Ja? Okay, sorry, somebody's coming here, but I'm stick to the microphone, which is wired, so I can't really walk around. Okay. So what motivates you to write? Please explain.
Well, I am 65 years. Which one? This one. I am 65 years, and I'm born in a relatively democratic country with no really big excesses in imprisonment, or people cannot say what they want. So I feel my duty to support as many people as I can, people of conscience who are in prison or imprisoned because they don't agree with the repressive government, and this is what I can do. So I'm writing letters. Thank you.
And
We're looking for other questions on this end. Hold on a second.
Don't forget to talk to people from around the world.
Would it be possible to one of you to read your letter?
True. Can you repeat that question, please?
Would it be possible for one of you to read your letter that you're writing?
Okay. Is there anyone who has anyone who has written, for instance, a card which he wants to read for them, a message you want to read out to them? Okay, somebody is coming. Because you know, most of the letters that have been written are already in envelopes, and we have already written about 6,500 letters so far, but they are sealed in envelopes, and we can't really read them. But this is one message to. Oh, okay, maybe you explain.
Hello, Chicago.
Hello.
You know that today I have the bean on my laptop, my iPad, and I showed them the bean. It's a lovely monument. But that's sideways. I wrote a letter to Mrs. Laila Yunus, and she lives in Azerbaijan. And I wrote, "Dear Mrs. Laila Yunus, I hope you have not lost trust in the humans you also want to give their human rights. I am so sorry you have to suffer so much. In admiration, yours, Caroline."
So, can we also ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's one. Yeah. Yeah. Heb je vraag? Okay. There's another letter we want to read for you. One moment.
Hello, Chicago. This is Leslie Reisiger from Suriname, living here in the Netherlands. I wrote to this dear lady, Chelsea. I'm sure you all know about her, Chelsea Manning, in your country, the United States. And she was a former soldier who also made this great attempt, you know, to reveal the things that are not correct happening in the army. And she was also arrested for that. Anyhow, I wrote to encourage her, and I said, "Dear Chelsea, you are never alone. Stay strong, full of courage, faith in yourself, and a better world which starts with you. Remember, winter always turns into spring." That's it. Thank you.
So one question. You said you are writing for 2 cases yourself. Are you writing for Chelsea Manning as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the other case you're writing for?
We're also doing the case. We have 2 cases as well here, specifically for the U.S. section around gun violence with Hadiya Pendleton, highlighting Hadiya Pendleton's case that was murdered here in Chicago a year or so ago, and then also the police torture case here in Chicago, where the Chicago police force tortured over 100 men here in Chicago over about a 20-year span. And so we've been working on getting reparation ordinance passed here in Chicago, and so those cases are also being very highlighted since they are homegrown cases here in Chicago.
Oh, okay, so very local cases actually, really from your hometown.
Yes, yes. So we're trying to make a big impact here, right here at home. We bring human rights home.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, so any other messages for Chicago?
Could they give us an example of what they're writing?
Yeah, could you give us an example of one of the things your people are writing there?
Yeah.
So we wrote a letter to Mayor Emanuel, and the letter states, "I am writing to ask you to publicly support the ordinance entitled Reparations for Chicago Police Torture Survivors that was introduced in Chicago City Council last fall. Reparations for the survivors of Chicago police torture under the direction of former police commander John Burge are long past due, and it is time for survivors, their families, and the city of Chicago to heal. As you know, the ordinance seeks to provide financial compensation, psychological and vocational counseling, and other redress for the systematic torture committed by Commander John Burge and the detectives working under his command from 1972 through 1991. I was happy to see your recent acknowledgement of the City of Chicago enduring obligations to Chicago police torture survivors, their families, and their communities. I ask to continue to show your support by helping to pave the way for a prompt public hearing where the compelling reasons for passage of the ordinance can be fully aired. The ongoing impunity and trauma wrought by the legacy of Chicago police torture undermines the rule of law and trust not only in the Chicago police, but in the authorities and government institutions in Chicago. Please help the torture survivors and their families move forward by lending your support and ensuring that full reparations are made and sufficient resources are allocated to make them whole as required. I look forward to hearing from you regarding your support for the ordinance.
Oh, wow. Woo.
So we're going to let you get back. I know y'all got a few more hours to go. So we're going to let you go back and keep it, and we're going to get started over here. And we thank y'all for joining us tonight. And keep it up, and we'll be talking real soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Chicago, make a noise from the Netherlands.
Thank you. Yeah. All the best to you too from us here, and yeah, do a good job. And we talk to you next year probably.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.